Hello, this is a quick training video for Lee and Associates just to bring you up to speed with what we're trying to achieve with the referral system with My Real Estate Advisor. So first of all, you've got a database of over 1,000 clients on your books, and you've probably got about between 6 and 7 staff, something like that, maybe 8 staff to do phone calls and different things like that, send emails out. So what I suggest you do is possibly aim to do 10 calls each per day if possible. Now if it's 8 staff, that would be 80 calls a day, so it wouldn't take you too long to go through your database and call everybody up and introduce yourself and introduce the service and things like that. So what I would probably look to do would be to send a marketing email out first, just to introduce the service. Now with you working on mortgages as well with another company, so you're incorporating the mortgage side and the property side as well. So ideally you're looking for investors that you do the accounting work for. Now there might be a couple of first time buyers in there as well, but chances are you're dealing with people that have already bought property and already own property, so they should understand the process. So your job now is to basically say, okay, one of the other services that we offer is to provide mortgages and also provide properties for investment. So the properties that we sell, we have townhouses available from around about 350 to 375, around about that price range. We have 4-bedroom, double garage, low set properties available from 430, 450, depending on the size of the block and various other things. Price wise, we'd probably go up to, with the builder that we use, around about 600,000 thereabouts. We also can get duplexes, which is where a property is split into two. So you've got a 2-bedroom side of the house, and then possibly a 3-bedroom side on the other side, and then that allows for double occupancy. So you'd have a couple renting one side and maybe a young family renting the other, so it gives the person who owns the property 2 rents coming in. What I will say is that those properties tend to be over the $500,000 mark, probably getting on for more like 550 to 575, something like that. So if anybody asks you any questions about they want a duplex building or something like that, they're very popular at the moment. They are available, and that's the sort of price range you're looking at. And in regards to display homes, we've probably got about 7 or 8 different display homes available in different locations. With the display home, the property is actually leased for 2 years by the builder, so they pay the lease every month, and it'll be round about a like for like what the property's worth. So to give you an example, if the property's worth $450,000, the rent will be $450 per week. So yeah, so with the advantage of owning a display home, for an example, would be that the property is maintained by the builder, so it's cleaned, the gardens are done, all that sort of thing. Nobody actually lives in the property. The property is insured and looked after by the builder. So it's, after the 2 years is up, it's going to be very easy to rent it out. We also work with property management companies to handle the property rental side as well, and we also guarantee long-term rents through that company as well, and other companies we work with. So from that side of things, that's pretty much where you're at. So you can offer their clients townhouses right the way up to 5-bedroom, 6-bedroom property. Most of the stuff we've got available is on the Gold Coast, but we can get stuff on the north side and in various other locations, and I will email through a stock list of what's available. Now, if the client wants a face-to-face meeting, all you need to do is email me or give me a call and let me know, and I will arrange for either myself or one of the other people I work with to meet with the client face-to-face. We can go and meet them at home, or we can come to an office, whatever's easiest for the client basically. or if they just want to talk over the phone, that's fine. What else? We'll try and incorporate some cash back. So you can mention to the client that depending on the amount that they spend on the property, we should be able to give them cash back at the end of the deal between $5,000 and $10,000 if the budget's available through the commission. So it does depend on what they buy. So for example, if they were to buy a townhouse at 350, we're not going to give them $10,000 back. We give them probably 2,000 or something like that. But we don't do gift baskets and things like that. We like to give people cash back. Also, if the client has a property and they're thinking of selling their own property, because they're a client of Lee Assoicates, we can do a discount on that commission. So to give you an idea, normal commission charged by a regular real estate agency, the standard is 2.75% plus GST of what the property's worth overall. So we can do the same kind of offer, but we can actually reduce our commission down to 1% as a flat fee. And we also offer another service called DIY property sales, but that's all on the website. So if they ask any questions about selling their own property, then just direct them to the website or ask them to give me a call and I'll run through it with them. That's pretty much it. I will send through as much information as I can about what's available, and I will try and do up a basic script. Now, feel free to write your own script and things like that. And when you have a face-to-face meeting and you think this person might be interested in buying an investment property, and if you want me to come to the meeting, please let me know in advance and I'll be happy to come along and sit with you in the meeting and let them know what's available. Otherwise, my best advice would be to probably aim to maybe do 5 to 10 calls a day, just to introduce that service. I would couple it in with the mortgage side of things so you can do an end-to-end. And obviously we will recommend a company to do the property management and solicitors and finance people if they need it. So we try and do an end-to-end service, so it depends on where the clients are. If they've already got people in place, if they haven't got people in place, then we will recommend people to them that they can use to make the process easier. So that should be it really. If you've got any questions, my contact number is 0434695789. My email address is info@myrealestateadvisor.com.au. But like I say, we will try and offer you as much advice and support as possible. Now, when it does come to leads that come from our database, just to give you a heads up, if you do start calling these leads, I think we've sent you probably 50 so far or something like that. All the information gathered, if somebody asks, well, where did you get my contact details from? We've gathered that information from social media marketing and advertising. So they will have filled in, win a prize or Woolworths vouchers or something like that. And that's how we've got their contact details. So if they do ask you anything like that, that is where we've got them from. If they don't wish to be on that database or a mailing list, please let us know so we can remove them from the database. And also, if you can give us any feedback from the clients that you speak to as well, just to see where they're sitting and if they might be in the market to either buy or sell a property, that would be very useful to us. Because at the moment we're working through the database to refine it back to a higher quality database that we can then obviously use for marketing and advertising purposes. So I hope this has sort of helped a little bit, give you a broader idea of what we're doing. So I mean, the majority of the work is house and land packages, and it is geared to investors and things like that, and there's a good return and that kind of thing. So you will know yourself where your clients are at financially, so you can sort of say, well, you might not be in the market to buy a duplex, but you could start off with a townhouse as your first investment property, right the way up to people that are multi-millionaires that, are just looking to get into a new area where it's up and coming. That's the reason why we work with these builders, because the builders are building in areas that are up and coming, and we see that the property value in that area is going to go up because a lot of infrastructure is going in. There's a lot of new families moving into those areas. So that was partly the reason why we use the builders that we use and that kind of thing. Also, if anybody asks about any guarantees and things like that, the builder that we use is called Choice Homes. Now, Choice Homes is, I think, is number 5 out of the top 10 for builders in Queensland. So the quality is very high. They build between 450 and 500 properties every year. They do really good inclusions like solar panels and everything. And all the properties are turnkey. So when I say turnkey, that means the driveway's done, the sort of fence, the garden's done, everything's done basically. So they don't need to worry about anything because everything's already been done. So yeah, and they've got a 25-year guarantee as well with all the properties as well, which a lot of new builders do tend to have that, but you tend to find that if it's a smaller builder, they might go out of business, so that guarantees become sort of null and void. When it's a larger builder like this, they're pretty bulletproof, to be fair, once they get to that kind of level. So it should be a proper 25-year guarantee. So yeah, but yeah, any questions or you need any more training or advice or anything like that, let me know. I will email through as much information as I can as to what we have available. And yeah, I wish you all the best of luck, and I really appreciate you helping us to grow the business, and I hope it helps you financially and helps to grow your business as well. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.